Hey yo, what is up, you sick twisted motherflowers? Good evening. So let's get this out of the way, if you will, because I know a lot of people have been going crazy about this on social media ever since it was announced that, oh my god, at WrestleMania it's gonna be Kurt Angle in his farewell WrestleMania match, his final match before he hangs up the boots. Always true is true. And his opponent, it was announced tonight, it's going to be Baron Corbin. Per Kurt Angle, he chose Baron Corbin. And it's amazing how the internet has just lost their shit when this came out. Oh my god, how insulting is this? You know, what a letdown and crap like that. And I'm at work while this is happening, right? And I'm also watching Raw at work. So I'm going through Twitter and I'm just laughing at everyone being all, riled up about this. It's so hilarious because, again, they are working you, and you guys, you dorks, don't fucking even realize it. It's so hilarious. It really, really is when you think about it in the scheme of things. Hey, what is up, J King? What's up, brother? What's up, everyone in the chat? Big Mike, J King, all you guys also in the chat tonight, tuning in. But again, they got you guys good. They got you by the balls, and it's hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Monday Night Raw review for March the 18th, 2019. Raw just got off the air a couple minutes ago, if you will, and here I am now doing the review. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video stream, if you will, a big old thumbs up throughout your entire social media platforms. Facebook, Twitter, share it wherever. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, like it says on the screen there. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. We are literally 3 subs away from 1,800. I can feel it. But then again, don't be surprised tomorrow. I check my sub numbers again, the analytics. And I find out that, hey, I've lost 5 subs. It does happen sometimes. Like, YouTube does their random cleaning. So don't be surprised tomorrow I'm down to 1774. I'm just giving it a random number and shit. I don't fucking know. But this is your Raw review. And Raw tonight, I'm just going to say it. It sucked monkey balls. Raw was so depressing to sit through. A waste of fucking time. And it sucked because, hey, they're in Chicago. They're in the Midwest. They're in a big, smarky wrestling town. And not to mention, WrestleMania is 3 weeks from now. Apparently the longest WrestleMania that we're going to get. So they say. And I'm going to be there for that shit. So just imagine the amounts of weed I'm going to be smoking that WrestleMania Sunday as I'm sitting there in MetLife Stadium as all this shit's going down. Just saying. But anywho, guys, in the comment thread below, give me your thoughts on Raw tonight. If you enjoyed Raw, if you didn't like Raw, whatever the fuck it may be, give me your thoughts on Monday Night Raw tonight. Before I continue with this review, I want to let you guys know that last night, myself and Big Mike did our installment, the return, if you will, of Around the Point. It was here on the YouTube channel. We brought back a show from the dead. We brought back Around the Point, where we talked about WrestleMania being apparently 17 matches long. We also had a discussion of whether or not should Dixie Carter, former TNA president, should she go in the WWE Hall of Fame. If you've not checked that out yet, it's up in the video archive. Go give it a listen. Again, Around the Point is our new Sunday show that we do here on the YouTube channel. So there's that. But again, guys, if you're not subbed yet, hit that subscribe button down below. You'll have fun stuff. So where do I begin with Monday Night Raw tonight? The fact that the show sucked, the fact that they're literally having you guys get all emotional for no fucking reason, or the fact that, again, they don't have a fucking clue what they're doing with Monday Night Raw. And again, WrestleMania is literally 3 weeks from now, their biggest show of the year, and it's like they don't give a fuck. Like, honestly, you, the dork watching this right now, are you, by any stretch of the imagination right now, are you invested in WrestleMania? No. Don't tell me you are. Maybe tomorrow if you watch SmackDown Live, maybe you will, but still, Raw is supposed to be the main show. And they've done nothing to get you excited for WrestleMania. So the show kicked off. The show kicked off with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. They opened the show with the promo. And a promo about how Brock will win a WrestleMania. In the same promo as well, Paul Heyman put over Drew McIntyre. Talked how he's also a career ender. Not in the same level of Brock Lesnar, but nonetheless, he's a career ender. How he ended the careers of Roman Reigns and and Dean Ambrose, if you will, from last week. And how also, again, Brock will beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Add more details to that. Essentially, he's said all these different words, but essentially it's the same shit. How Brock is gonna decimate and victimize Seth freaking Rollins and shit like that. Which then led Drew McIntyre to come out and to show his appreciation because, hey, Paul Heyman put over Drew McIntyre. And as he's talking, Seth Rollins attacked McIntyre from behind and beat him down with a chair. Rollins, with the chair, after beating up Drew McIntyre, charged to Brock Lesnar to fight him. But Brock Lesnar walked away. He walked away unscathed, not being touched. Again, saving it for WrestleMania. But again, he's showing, that being Rollins, that he's not afraid of Brock. He's not afraid of him, if you will, with the chair and all in his hand. We then get the first match of the night. Oh boy, the first match. We had Finn Balor with Braun Strowman, Mr. Break a Car, Mr. Defender of the Business, if you will, versus Bobby Lashley. I almost said Bob Holly. I don't know why, but Bobby Lashley, who's the Intercontinental Champion, the Almighty, that is, and Lio Rush. And this match, honestly, I did not give a fuck about it. I think no one really did. Your typical Lashley-Lio Rush match where Lashley leaves Lio Rush hanging. He left Rush alone. Strowman just pinned him with the running power slam, and that was it. So literally, Braun Strowman squashed Lio Rush like a fucking bug in the middle of the ring. And there you go. There you go with that. I mean, I just... Again, J. King Racing in the comment. Raw was an absolute train wreck. Rennie Van Gogh, I'm not. Angle bruises Corbin and Barry Corbin in moments. Angle slams Angle. Okay, I'll get into this momentarily. I'll get into his comment momentarily, if you will. But there was that again. It's like, here's Bobby Lashley, who's your Intercontinental Champion, and the idea that, oh my God, Finn Balor being advertised as the Demon King being advertised. My question is, how the fuck is he going to be the Demon in 3 weeks from now? It just doesn't make sense to me at all. Granted, on paper, it's not a bad idea. Demon King versus the Dead Man. Just don't see it happening right now. I just really, really don't. We had Elias, who was a guest on the Moment of Bliss. And he announced that he will be headlining the musical act at WrestleMania. So there goes my thoughts of them bringing in Bad Bunny. Because I thought Bad Bunny performing at WrestleMania would have been a hit, in my honest opinion. And he talked about as well how last year he learned from the past, how he was interrupted last year as well. And out of nowhere, he gets interrupted by No Way Jose's conga line, led by Heavy Machinery. Because, goddamn it, we had nothing for Heavy Machinery to do, so let's put them in the fucking conga line. I'm sorry, but Heavy Machinery's done. It's ruined. Remember I talked about a couple of weeks ago how I gave the analogy of the androids from Dragon Ball Z, where they brought out EC3, I'm pretty sure lost a main event this week, or in the dark match, right? They brought out EC3, Lacey Evans, and Heavy Machinery, right? And Lars Sullivan as well, but Lars has not been seen since his panic attack. They were brought in there as the alleged NXT call-ups, right? And it's like in Dragon Ball Z, where Trunks told Goku that, hey, in 3 years, these androids will come and they're vicious, they're dangerous. And yet 3 years pass, and after them training and all, they prepare for these dangerous androids. And instead, they get Dr. Zero and Android 19, or whatever the fuck it was, the fat guy, right? Essentially, EC3, Lacey Evans, the fucking Heavy Machinery, and Lars Sullivan are essentially androids 18 and 19. My bad, 19 and 20. If you will, Dr. Zero and the fat guy. These are it. They're just whatever, just a weak shit, if you will. The real androids, if you will, the real ones, is Ricochet and Aleister Black and Gargano and Ciampa. But Ciampa's now gone, but it's injured. I'm sorry, it is what it is. But you kind of get the idea here, okay? This is what they've become, these NXT call-ups. They become jokes. I'm talking about, again, the first 4 that they announced early this year, if you will, right? What the fuck have they been doing? Nothing. Absolutely horseshit. And all this just to have Noe Jose in a Pentagon Jr. mask. I'm pretty sure, again, there must be a fan of Pentagon there. And he attacks Elias. And what do you know? They have a fucking match. A fucking match. Oh my god. Who didn't see this coming? Who didn't see this fucking coming? And what do you would think, okay, with Elias being attacked by Noe Jose in disguise, that Noe Jose would have some fucking offense here, right? He would have some fucking offense. But no, Mother Flower. No offense for Noe Jose at all. No advantage for Noe Jose, that is. Until Elias won with the fucking drift away. And the conga line stood at ringside and did a Noe Jose chant for the fucking match. Which was kind of pathetic, but whatever. This is where the fun really began. Kurt Angle came out there and announced who he'll wrestle at his final match at WrestleMania. And everyone thought, okay, maybe it's John Cena, maybe it's The Undertaker. Because again, throughout this whole week leading up to Monday Night Raw, throughout last week, leading up to this Monday Night Raw, they teased who would he face. They post Photoshop pictures and shit. WWE on Twitter, that is, right? And people were saying, oh, I would love to face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. I know Shelton Benjamin posted something on Instagram as well and shit like that, just to name a few. Okay, I think also Chad Gable, stuff like that, right? And there were talks of Cena, right? Cena, it has to be John Cena. I think all of us, every podcaster out there, every YouTuber out there will tell you that they had John Cena in mind until he announced that it's going to be his choice for WrestleMania. He wants to face the guy that made his life a living hell since returning to Monday Night Raw. That being Baron Corbin. And this is the part where I just started laughing because, again, the internet lost their shit. The entire internet fucking acted like, oh my god, the worst thing just fucking happened. And yes, I agree. This will be a letdown match. It's a letdown. It's not the person you really would think that should face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. And I think eventually it will still happen. I think, again, Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, yes, why not do the match? It makes sense, yes. Baron Corbin made Angle's life a living hell since becoming the general manager, right? He's the reason why Kurt Angle wasn't the GM for a while, went on vacation, remember that? He's the reason why. So, yes, it makes sense from a story perspective, but on paper, yes, it's a letdown match for WrestleMania. So, this is what I think is going to happen. And hear me out on this, okay? Because, again, it goes back to the whole story here. It goes back in full circle, if you will. I know I just did a fucking circle, okay? You can't get a GIF out of that. Me doing a fucking circle. It'd be funny as hell you guys did a GIF on that. So, this is, again, at WrestleMania, you do Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle. You can have Kurt Angle win. Obviously, he has to win this match, right? But then, this is where things kick up. This is where things really kick in. You have John Cena come out in ring gear and all, and has his final match, has Kurt Angle's final match. That's his real opponent. Because think about this, right? In 2002, right, when John Cena had that match with Kurt Angle in his debut, right, John Cena interrupted Kurt Angle. Or it was like an open challenge, and John Cena just came out there, said ruthless aggression, got some offense, but lost. So why not here? Angle's won the match. He's celebrating. Then out comes burp, 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 burp. People were chanting tonight, "We want Cena." Let that marinate for a minute. People were chanting, "We want Cena." And out comes John Cena and says, again, you got to have this final match with me because ruthless aggression. And they have the match. And that is Kurt Angle's final match at WrestleMania. Because, again, in a way, it makes sense because, again, think about it. Angle in 2002 had this open challenge, and I hate being repetitive with this shit, but I am. And out came Cena, right? So what better way to return the favor? Have Cena interrupt Angle again after all these years. Think about this too. Cena was the one to induct Angle in the Hall of Fame. Now that being said, I said this last week and I'll say it here again too. It would, now that Angle's officially retiring, I think it would have been more appropriate to put him in the Hall of Fame this year than when they did in 2017. But guys, give me your thoughts on that. Like, how would you go to the idea of a Cena match? Or do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Again, no one's wrong here, okay? It's an open. I always want to feel like this is an open forum for everybody, if you will. So, guys, chime in. Give me your thoughts on how do you get to the Cena match, or do you have Kurt Angle again do double duty at WrestleMania? Give me your thoughts, guys. Chat me up and all that fun stuff. But there you go. We then had Sasha Banks and Bayley told Charlie Caruso that they are inducting the Iconics and they will appear on SmackDown this Tuesday. And then they were interrupted by Natalya and Beth Phoenix, who apparently announced that Beth Phoenix is coming out of retirement, right? They're coming out of retirement, but Bayley and Sasha, well, mostly Bayley, said that, hey, Beth should, prepare herself because it's been a long time since she's wrestled a match. That is, right? Let's not forget that Evolution was a couple of months ago, but I don't think she was really in that Evolution match. I forgot. But Natalya's like, do you know who this is? This is Beth fucking Phoenix. She won the women's title here in Chicago and all that shit, right? And then Sasha just really let her in on Beth Phoenix, talking about how we know who she is. They respect this business so much, but the reality is, she's riding Natalya's coattail just so they can be a tag team that challenge the tag titles and shit. And then they had like a little conversation, that being Natalya and Sasha, which ended up being a match, which went nowhere because Nia Jax showed up and distracted with a promo, allowing Tamina to attack everyone. But at the same time, you had Nia go in and go at it there with Beth Phoenix, in the promo, talking about how she's a better version than the Glamazon and shit like that. I just smell a triple threat, but I think they're going to add the Iconic. You'll probably add Fire and Desire, but we'll see. But nonetheless, this was whatever. I didn't give a shit about it. I honestly do not give a shit about it. We had Ricochet beating a former WWE champion just so they can fucking say on commentary, oh, Ricochet had a fucking win over a WWE champion, and that being Jinder My Balls. That's the only reason this match even happened. I hope you fuckers know that shit. And not because, oh my god, let's see Ricochet have these crazy offensive maneuvers in Chicago. No. The only reason they had this match is to, oh my god, Michael Cole can lose his shit by saying, oh, Ricochet got a fucking win over a former WWE champion. That's all it was. And if any of you think that that's not true, then you're all just full of it. I have no fucking clue what the fuck you're watching. I have no fucking clue. And I guarantee you, all these other YouTubers, all these other dorks, these fucking podcasters out there tonight, gotta do their little reviews, say, oh no, Ricochet, no. Listen, I'm just keep it 100 with you guys. And I got love for Ricochet, but I'm already getting bored of him. He's boring the fuck out of me already. And this is the thing, and I said this a long time ago when you brought these four fuckers to the main roster. You're gonna overexpose them way too much. And I get it, Chicago is a hot town for wrestling, but god damn it, you're overusing these fuckers. At least in NXT, you didn't see them every single fucking week. Granted, because of Dusty Classic, I guess you are, but still, it's just so fucking ridiculous. It really, really is. But that's the only reason why you had Ricochet beat Jinder Mahal tonight. Just so Michael Cole and Corey Graves and freaking Renee Young can say, oh, Ricochet beat a former WWE champ. Just like when EC3 beat fucking Dean Ambrose a couple weeks ago. Oh, he beat a former WWE champion. But that's around the point, folks. That's fucking around the point. We had the Raw Women's Championship match. Ronda Rousey versus, god damn it, I cannot believe they gave Dana Brooke a Raw Women's Championship match. This match literally went 15 seconds. And you know what's funny? I said this when Ronda debuted on the main roster. This is what they should have done with her. Have her get these 15-second wins and shit against these women that from fucking Raw at the time to show her dominance. Because again, you look back on Ronda Rousey's MMA career. Yes, she was as badass with the armbar, but at the same time, she was known for having these fights go less than a minute. When she beat, Kat Zingano, she beat Betch Kohara, she beat who else? Alexis Davis. Just to name a few people. Sarah McMahon. All these women were under a minute. And that's what I feel like they should have showcased at the beginning. And this is what happened here. So Ronda goes for a kick, Dana slaps her, and Ronda hits a flying knee, and then locks in the armbar, and didn't let go of the hold. Did not fucking let go of the hold. Keep this in mind. She didn't let go of the hold. Security referees came out to break the hold, and then Ronda knocks off security guard, and then Travis fucking Brown, Ronda's husband, lays out a security guard. I fucking guarantee you, he thought it was Cain Velasquez, or he thought it was fucking the Black Beast, if you will. But other than that, it's so corny. Now I gotta add Travis Brown to the fucking program. I mean, I get why it's her husband, but it's so fucking stupid. No one gives a flying, no one in the MMA world gave a flying fuck about Travis Brown. I guarantee you, no one in the wrestling world will give a flying fuck about Travis Brown. But early in the night, they had security being accompanied by her. So whatever. We then get the interview by Batista. Because apparently, they did an interview with Batista via satellite where he explained his grudge with Triple H, saying that Triple H uses and abuses people for his personal gain. He promised once again to end Triple H in-ring career at WrestleMania. And here's the thing about it, and I said this a couple weeks when the match was announced, right? Batista already has 2 wins over Triple H. Why would he now all of a sudden want to end his career? That being Triple H's career. Why would all of a sudden? That doesn't make sense to me at all. Again, if Triple H was the heel and Batista was the face, then you know what? Fine. Triple H has a mission to finally beat Batista. But again, I think the story, right now is a little meh. It should be fired because, again, I feel like these two guys could tell a very good story. It just feels like, okay, Batista beat the 70-year-old man, Ric Flair. And now Triple H wants revenge, which is fine. But it's like, I feel like something's missing there. Something's just missing. But let's see what happens. Again, they have 3 more weeks to build this match up. So hopefully they deliver in the build-up. Because I guarantee the match, but we shall see. Let me read the chat, because again, you guys are kicking ass in the fucking chat right now. J King, I need to see Mia and Creepy Kush before the Mania. That shit will be lit as fuck. Thank you. I agree. Kush. We've seen Angle versus Corbin at least 3 times before. I don't see Angle versus Corbin being a legitimate match of Mania. I feel it's the only way to set the angle for Cena after. You guarantee Jinder will be in the unemployment line at the end of 2020. I agree. No one cares about Travis Brown. Batista looks super uncomfortable talking to the audience. Thank you, Jay. I kind of agree with that too. I kind of also agree with that. He looks very, very uncomfortable there, but it is what it is. We get a Drew McIntyre, I guess, interview, or I guess moment in the ring. He comes out before the match with Seth Rollins, and he talks about how apparently, what he did to Roman Reigns doesn't come close what's going to happen to Rollins and stuff like that. But he talked about Roman Reigns, how all this, again, he wants Roman, because he knows Roman's watching at home, because Roman wasn't there tonight. Roman was not even there. And he talked about how he wants Roman to think about this, because Drew McIntyre is challenging Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But then he's talking not Roman, but to Joe Anoa'i. Joe, the man, right? He wants Joe, the man, to look at his kids, to look at his wife, and to think about the match at WrestleMania. claiming that, yeah, while Roman beat leukemia, he'll never beat Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry, but all these lines, and before people say, oh, it's the Roman agenda again and shit like that, you can make the argument. You can make the argument, okay? But at the same time, I'll say this. The story's there, right? Like, okay, Drew took out fucking Dean Ambrose. He attacked Roman Reigns. I mean, let's be real about it. I mean, the cheers for Roman are fading. They're not as strong as it was when he came back. And I guarantee you at WrestleMania, there's going to be mixed reactions. You just got to believe it. That being said, don't be surprised. You know, again, the most obvious thing to say is, oh my God, Roman's beating Drew McIntyre. But you know what? Something tells me I think Drew might get the W. Drew McIntyre might end up beating Roman Reigns here at WrestleMania. Because let's be real about it. Drew McIntyre on the mic is gold. Drew on the mic is fucking money. And it'll be a real shame that in 2019, Drew McIntyre is not carrying any singles gold. Like the Intercontinental Championship, or if not, the Universal Championship. It needs to happen. It needs to fucking happen. Then we get the main event. We get Drew McIntyre and Rollins. And during this segment with McIntyre, Rollins pops up on the screen. He talked about what he did earlier to Drew McIntyre with the chair shots. It was for his brother. But this time, we could do tonight to Drew McIntyre in the match. It's going to be by him. And the match, again, it's a good match back and forth. We've seen these guys have matches before in the past. There's a moment where Ron does the superplex into the Falcon Arrow, which, again, always looks fucking amazing. Especially someone like McIntyre's size and stature. And it looked like, oh my God, Rollins about to win this. Brock's music hits. It distracts Rollins, allowing McIntyre to hit that Claymore kick to win the match. So essentially, Drew McIntyre in 2 weeks took out all 3 members of the Shield. One by one by one. Essentially. And I think what happens too here, okay, he beats Seth Rollins, and I think people are assuming that, oh my God, Rollins is taking the belt off Brock. And you know what? If that happens, this sets up a program down the road after WrestleMania with Rollins and McIntyre for the championship. And it could be a 2-month program, maybe 3 months, but we'll see. But that's what it does in the long run, which I actually did like, which made a lot of sense. So, and again, Drew is gold right now. There needs to be more momentum. I think, again, you're giving him these wins. Give him momentum into WrestleMania. Imagine if he beats Roman Reigns. The crowd will go insane. But that being said, though, again, Raw tonight shit the bed. It really, really shit the fucking bed. Hopefully, SmackDown Live is a better show. I hope for everyone's sake, SmackDown tomorrow is a better show. I'll be back tomorrow for my SmackDown Live review. But again, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Give the video stream a big old thumbs up. Share this throughout your entire social media. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. And again, you guys are gonna kick an ass as always. To check the audio too. I thought it wasn't working, but it is. Again, guys, yesterday myself and Big Mike brought back Around the Point here on the YouTube channel. We talked about numerous topics, including Dixie Carter potentially one day going into the WWE Hall of Fame. We also talked about WrestleMania 35 being almost 8 hours long with 17 matches and shit like that. So again, if you have not checked that out, head over to the archive of this channel. Around the Point is back every single Sunday live. So we're all going to have like a discussion, an open discussion, if you will. Also, Mother Flowers, in case you guys have not realized as well, last week we did our second installment of the WrestleMania Retro Reviews TML Podcast Extra. The week prior to that, we did WrestleMania 11. Last week, we did WrestleMania 23. This week, we're doing WrestleMania 17, which will be dropping this week as well. All part of the Team Hill Podcast Extra. And, of course, Friday is Team Hill Podcast live on the YouTube channel. So, again, guys, if you're not subbed to this channel yet, what the fuck are you waiting for? Hit that sub button now. We are almost like 3 subs away from 1,800. And once we get to 2K, I'm thinking about doing a giveaway of some sort. So I'll keep you guys posted on that when that happens. But again, you guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. I can't wait for Wrestlemania weekend to be in New York. Myself and Walter. I will be vlogging. Yes, I will bring out the fucking good camera here. This fucking camera for Wrestlemania weekend. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. I'm getting a new bendy tripod for that weekend, so all that's going to be going down. All right, is it for me? I have work in about 4 hours from now, so I got to be in bed, be up at 3. So all this stuff I do for you guys. Again, thank you all for tuning in tonight. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. It's me, it's Steve, and I'm out like Janet's titties. Again, y'all, they are fucking working you, and you fuckers don't even realize it yet. You dorks do not fucking realize it yet. But god damn it, yo, I cannot believe in Chicago they gave Dana Brooke a fucking Raw Women's Championship match. What dorks are booking this shit? I guarantee it's fucking Dana Warrior. Also, congrats on the recipient of the Warrior Award. Congrats for her. But god damn it, yo, Dana Brooke. Oh hell no.